Hi, I'm Suzanne, and this is from TVMEG.com. How are you two women doing today?
Very
Yeah,
good. Very nice to meet
Good,
you.
good. Gosh, you guys look so much like the women playing you. It's kind of weird. It's like you don't always get that when people play real life people,
yeah.
Uh, so, briefly, can you tell us how this movie got made, whose idea it was, how you got involved, and how much of the writing you both did?
Well, Jason, one of the writers, contacted us because Elizabeth was her one of the producer was a sister, and introduced us to Jason. And then we did talk with him, and then they come with the idea to make the film, and then they introduced us to Bill, the director of the film, and we started a conversation. I think that was the start of the conversation that how to make the film. I let Elaha to talk more about the film.
Yeah, so Jason Brown and Bill, the director, and we co-wrote together. So we started just talking with the girls and Roya's, right? Bill and Jason did that a lot of like, getting the story out of them. And then like I joined the team. And for me, because I had I grew up in Afghanistan, so I do understand the beauty and challenge of living there. But at the same time, I was part of the team too. I co-founded the nonprofit, so I had those experiences that helped me to just making sure that like whatever we are telling in the story and in this movie is really capturing the true experience that those girls had. So then I join and like we collaborate together to making sure that we bring in a authentic and relatable and inspiring story to to life.
Right. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I watched it yesterday, and
Mm-hmm.
it's very uplifting and inspiring story, definitely. Now, were either of you involved at all with the documentary that came out a few years ago, Afghan Dreamers?
Obviously, the documentary, we talk with them, and we allow them to come and make a working with some of our students to create that documentary. Yes.
Okay. And do you think that people who saw the documentary will be surprised by anything in the movie?
Oh, this is a questions from the people who watched documentary and the film. But I think that documentary was they wants to their angle of the making the documentary or their stories was through the students, to selecting a few of the students and do interview through them. But I think that what is missing in the documentary, and you can see in this film, is the people who are work behind of the even in the film we didn't had much time to showing the people who are behind of the teams. And I think that it's always a collective effort. It was the mentors and the coaches and the incredible team that we had in the ground, that they worked so hard to meld and make this entire programs come to the life. And I think that's sometimes with the media, because they are just additions, is just a few stories, they are missing that part, that this story is not only about a few students, it's about the entire team who work together to making a program to be workable and be successful.
Okay. And were you familiar with Angel Studios before you started working with them for the movie?
I have seen some of the movies, yeah. So
Um,
yeah.
yeah, I enjoy them. I didn't know about them before. I think it was last year, a couple of years ago, and but yeah, they do a lot of great uplifting,
Mhm. They do.
positive movies, which is good. Now, do you think, and either of you or both can answer this, do you think there's any hope for the future of the young women in Afghanistan now that the Taliban are in charge again?
I guess that today it might seem dark, and it seems, hopeless. But I think that I don't think that the Taliban will ever, like for longer, can stay in Afghanistan. So Afghanistan is a very young population, and this a young population grow up with a democracy. The last 20 years was a golden era, and they got the test of the freedom. They got the test of democratic regime. And currently, what the Taliban does is an awful. Like on the last only 3 years, the Taliban just created more than 200 verdict, more than 200 verdict. I don't remember the numbers because every day they create with a new version of the rules to restrict the movement of the women, and it's not like you cannot run a country when half of the population, 20 million, is not taking your rights, and you're taking taking every single of rights of them, and by ignoring half of the population, the country's economy will not go further, and the countries will be more poor, and education is not good. So the Taliban regime, I don't know how long they can be survive, but I think there is hope, and I think these films bring the spark of the conversation about the importance of the education for the girls, but also to show that how Afghan women are talented and resilient, and I hope that this is bring the conversation again about what's happening to Afghanistan, and I hope that we can fight back for the rights of these women.
All right. Well, thank you. Anything you'd like to tell fans? Fans of yours, fans of the movie?
I do really hope everybody go watch it on March 7 in theaters, because it's just like, we try to create something that's really relatable and, inspiring for everybody, not just for Afghan population. So I would say, just go definitely watch it.
It's not like a sad movie. I think it's a positive movie. The message of the film is about hope and resilience of the girls who dare to dream. So I hope that the girls and everybody who's watching this come on 7th of March to watch this film.
Okay, I just wanted to say on a personal note, I enjoyed when the guy was talking to woman playing Roya, and he mentioned Ask Jeeves as one of the search engines that used to be around, because a friend of mine started that, and I worked for him on Ask Jeeves. So, and that's why I do this now, because he got me into computers, which I was only sort of into before. So it's sort of a full circle moment. We're interviewing people who were in a movie about that, sort of, So it's great what you've done with the girls and the computers and the robots. That is so amazing. And when I was growing up, which was quite a while ago, we didn't have computers yet. So I think it's great that there are a lot more, even in this country, a lot more female coders and electronics people, engineers, and all that kind of stuff. So, well, I appreciate you talking to me, and I hope you get much more attention for what's going on and what has been going on because of the movie. Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, John.